Yo, I'm the Jester. This is the Jester's Couch. I'm doing a part two. I'm doing a follow-up to the last video I just did. It's on the American prison system. I got to talk to my boy, the Master, and he has got some very information. He's one of the most analytical guys I know. And we're just going to rattle off a couple of statistics that are accurate for the American prison system. Master, the floor is yours.
U.S. population, 2.4 million people. More than quadrupled since 1980. Means that 1 out of 100 adults in America is behind bars. About 14% of the prison's population is in federal prison. That's the group holder, that's what they're talking about. The single largest driver of this increase in federal prison population since 1998 is no longer a sentence for drugs. The average inmate, a minimum security federal prison, costs $21,000 each.
$21,000 for each one of those 2.5 million people.
The average inmate in maximum security prisons is $33,000. Federal prisons are expected to rise 30% by 2020.
So right now, 1 out of every 100 Americans is in prison, and they want to increase that by 30%. So wouldn't that marginally mean that 30% of the country would be locked up by 2020 if it continues in this fashion? Or am I wrong on that?
No, you're right.
And the thing that bugs me the most about this is that, like he says, most of these people haven't done anything worth locking them up. They haven't done anything wrong, fuckers. That they're not. Bill Hicks does a really good thing. You should look into it later in his life. And he asks, what makes a criminal? Is it the law? Is it the action? Is it society around them? Is it innate? What makes a criminal? And I agree with him that what makes a criminal is someone who harms another person. You have to harm someone else before you can consider your actions criminal. As long as your actions involve no one but yourself, you cannot be a criminal. And these people are smoking pot or not paying a ridiculous tax rate that they cannot afford because they're waiting tables, or they're a big one. A large percentage of these are juvenile offenders who get put into the system from age 12 to 18 and then get spit out at 18 with a GED and a good luck and expect them to do anything other than sell drugs or rob people or do whatever the hell they were taught to do in prison, which is what these damn juvenile facilities are. I don't know, man. I've got a problem with it. I've got a huge problem with it. The amount of people that are in prison in this country. I mean, I don't know. And I don't know what the solution would be other than to end the war on drugs. You have to end this war on drugs. All right? You have to. The war on drugs is put, I mean, didn't you say that the biggest substantial thing for that the people are getting convicted for is drug possession? Possession alone, right?
Yeah, well, it's even more heinous than that. Most of the criminal activity is nonviolent, and over 51% of it is drug or drug-related. Only 4% are for robbery. 1% is for homicide. So all the rest of the crimes are nonviolent.
So less than 20% of the people in prison are there for any reason other than...
Oh, less than 15.
Wow. How much money do you think that these people are making off of these private prisons with them filled to capacity like they are? I mean, because the thing I don't understand is we sit here and allow... America is no longer a democracy, man. We are an oligarchy. We are an empire.
$7.92 billion annually.
$7.92 billion. And what I saw something that's like 7 people basically own pretty much all of the private prisons. So you're looking at $10 billion going to these fuckers a year for nothing other than trafficking and human suffering. It's ridiculous. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me. Comments are down below. Let me know how I'm wrong. But I just don't see how a cop can shoot an unarmed black man in the face and do no time. But that same black man, had he not been shot in the face and had a dime bag on him, can do 10 years. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Explain to me what's up with this. Anyway, Master, final thoughts?
I think it's kind of a shame when you have kids doing kids sexually and being put in prisons. And for a little bit of herbs and spices, you have 51% of the prison population being incarcerated. And this doesn't even include the judicial system. This just means that the care and feeding of these prisoner inmates is reaching $8 billion.
And like he says, you've got people who are 17 years old, want to have sex with each other. In the state I'm in currently, can't do that. Not only can they not do that, that is rape. They are both rapists and they both go to jail and are permanently on the sex offender watch list. Tell me how that's okay. Comments down below. I'm the Jester. This is the Jester's Couch. Stupidity at its finest, the American judicial system.